Good morning, everybody. Yama is here, Allen Metal Forge. Let me take that out. Let me say hello to everybody. I apologize for well, it's not really a late start. I'm getting early. I had meant to start a little earlier, but right as I clicked go stream, I, took a sip of coffee and it went down the wrong pipe. So I just had this crazy coughing fit for a couple minutes. Whew, the head pressure. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Let me go through the list. I know several of you were here way early. You got Amos, good morning. Okay, Bushcraft, Gordon, how you doing? Anson, what's up? Let's go down. Rob, we got Rob's here. Crawford, Crawdaddy, what up? Mountain Critter, Aaron, Dan Boyles, what's up, brother? Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Old Wolf, how's it going? Chris Dixon, what is up? I feel like I got something in my eye. Dave Maggiore, good morning. Cat Van Forge, how's it going, Cat? Ken's Maple Leaf Forge, what it is. Bryson, we've got Ben Toombs, complaining as usual. Yeah, put pants on. Tommy Wright, Bobby, Alan, Russ, James Jones. Happy Mother's Day to, well, you're not a mother. I'm not a mother. Spencer Coots. Give me one moment. Oh. Wrong chat. Hold on, Tim. Call me back. Hold on, I answered with my phone instead. Oops. Hold on. Oops. I thought it was a different call. All right. Here we go. Let's see if this works. How's it going, everybody? Neil? All right. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right.
Sorry about that, my friend.
Hey, absolutely not a problem.
Microsoft decided to reset my Skype, and I had to redo it this morning.
Yeah?
I have no idea why. Some kind of an update.
Yeah. Well, we've got quite a few goofballs in today. 33 people all here just for you, Tim. Just for you. Let me, give them what they want. There we go. Yeah.
Hang on a second. I need to put my headphones on. I can barely hear you. There we go. That's better.
All right. So, Boar, how's it going? Don't hide, coffee, think Bill Clinton. Good morning, everybody. We have Tim in the studio with us again today. Well, he's not in the studio. In the studio via Skype. Why is it shrinking? It's doing all this stuff automatically. Yeah, you need to stop that. Not you, Tim. You're doing great. My OBS is oh, too big.
Is it?
It's all
Morning,
just.
Russ. How are ya? Tim's losing weight. Yeah, I got small.
There we go. Yeah. Is
Hi,
that all right?
Forge, good morning. Granddad, good morning. Neil, good morning. How are you?
Thank you, Russ. Yeah, as usual, Tim, it's wonderful to have you here.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah. I saw you calling on my phone. It said, Big Dog's calling. I didn't have my earpiece in, so I didn't hear that it was a Skype call. And I thought you were calling on Instagram for some reason. And I go, let's see what he has to say. I'm just making sure everybody, I'm sure you guys can all hear him and it's all good. Yeah. Good morning.
Morning, Daniel. Good morning. Good morning, Dana. How you doing? James Jones, good morning to you. It's good to see you guys.
coffee time with Tim. I get to
Hey.
have coffee with Tim.
Coffee.
Yeah. I actually ran a secondary run through my pot, so it's like this is my second cup, and I've got a third cup waiting for me.
Yeah. When this one's gone, I'm going to have to run and get some more, so
Sure,
you'll have
absolutely.
to go on hold for a minute.
That's one of the benefits of having, somebody to entertain the folks while you're gone.
That is true. That is very true.
You can take shifts with these maniacs out here.
My kid asked me when we're going to do a 24-hour money-raising, fundraising marathon of Island Metal Forge goodness on live stream. And I said, I don't know if I could do 24 hours. I'd be asleep after the first 4.
You know what? I think I might. Now, everybody, this is, hey, Jim, 2 Jims just rolled in. This is just conjecture, of course. This is not at all in the plans. You guys can get excited for it if you like, but Tim, you bring up a good idea. Maybe one day, I'll do a special 24-hour live stream where I go 24 hours with various hosts or guest hosts, have various guests come in and, chat with me throughout the day,
That would be fun. That would be cool.
As long as they'd like and as many times as they like.
You're in a position where you could get enough blacksmiths together. A lot of these gaming guys online, what they'll do is get together and play a game, and they'll rotate. So if you got your shop fired up and you had enough smiths there, you guys could continually smith for 24 hours on a project or something.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you could take a nap and that kind of stuff,
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Bowen. Yeah, that's absolutely a possibility, doing, shifts on the live stream.
Right.
I think it would get very boring having it like a chat format, like a meeting format like this. But having something like this and, set up in the shop to where, guest forgers or something. And
sure.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It would be. I am going to see if I can move my chat around here so I'm looking closer to the camera.
Yeah, I've got it right in the
So I'm not ignoring you guys.
I still feel like I got something in my eye.
Really?
Quad Squad Marathon Charity. There you
go.
That's a possibility. It's yeah. To be clear, nothing of the sort is in the works. However, that is a possibility that we may entertain.
Go
Good
morning, Grayson. Morning, Ben. Morning, Gordon. I don't know if I said hi to you guys.
Yeah.
Grayson, somehow I need to get a hold of you about some more beard balm. I don't know where you got that stuff, what that is, but I ran out a little while ago and I need some more. That stuff is awesome. Let me know where I can get it.
I believe he makes it.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah. I believe he makes it. And I still have some. Love it.
Really?
I don't wear it every day because I do a lot of, I'm in people's houses, like literally like in the walls and attics and crawl spaces. And it's like I find that if I have an oil in my beard and then I cut open some drywall or whatever, the particulate and the fiberglass from the insulation and stuff gets, it just cakes. And it's like, good morning, Hans. Yeah, so.
Morning, Hans. How are you?
Yeah.
So now I've got my chat right here. I didn't know I could move it. I did.
Oh, yeah.
But now,
I completely utilize the pop-out chat.
There you go. I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was a thing. I don't know. I'm old. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Blame it all on me. All right, now I can do that. Wow, technology.
I
Holy.
know. I
Go
know,
figure.
right? Good
Yeah.
morning, Bill Corey. Adam, what happened to my head? I don't know. What happened to my head? Did it get all squished? Am I all squished? You guys would tell me if I'm all squished, right?
No, you're not all squished. They're just talking about the fact that it's, when I look at you, I get this feeling like I want to go bowling.
What's
Just
up,
kidding,
Bob?
man.
It was like, hey, Boar. Yeah, what was I, yesterday I worked on that claw hammer, and that came together, really awesome for my very first attempt at one. Now, all's fair. It's like it's not a really difficult project. A claw hammer. It's punch an eye, throw some fullers in if you feel you want to, and then flatten one side. I mean, then you can chisel or grind the lines in it, but it's neat how well it just took shape.
I actually didn't get to come back and watch you finish that. I'll have to go back and watch it. But yeah, I went to do a voiceover on a video, and other things went sideways. They ended up going downtown. So sorry about
Right.
that.
Not a problem. I actually have it just over by my coffee pot. I need a refill, so I'm going to go grab it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, do. Denise Barrett, how are you? Good
Grabbing
morning.
coffee, grabbing coffee,
And
coffee.
by the way, I wanted to say,
Yeah, it's not like my place is very big where I have to walk forever to go get some coffee.
there you go.
5 steps
Wanted to
that way.
say
I treat my house
happy
like I treat my shop.
birthday. Happy birthday. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there.
Yes,
Happy Mother's Day.
All right.
And there we go. So yeah, so we're early enough in the morning here on the West Coast that Mama here is still napping, and she's getting up, getting ready to go now.
As well she
But
should.
yeah, so I get to hang out with you guys. Otherwise, I'd be like, no.
Well, when she wakes up and says, "Where are you, Tim?" Be like, "Oh, I'm playing with Yamez," and be like, "Oh,
Yes.
tell him I said hi."
Yep, that's exactly right.
All love to Sandy there. All the love.
Yeah, she's an awesome woman. I got to tell you, she has been so supportive. No matter what I've done throughout my life, she has been, as long as we've been together for the last 36 years, she has been really supportive.
Absolutely.
Oh, new Penny. Hey, Penny, how you doing?
Hey,
Happy
Miss
Mother's
Penny.
Day here in the U.S.
Yes, it's Happy Mother's Day. It's
It
also
is.
Clean Your Room Day. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Now I have that. I haven't played it yet, but I have that 360 camera, and in OBS or in YouTube Studio, there's an option to do a 360 live. I don't think anytime soon you're gonna see a 360 live, because my room is atrocious. My shop is atrocious. I'm way too busy to be keeping myself, properly cleaned and organized, And I'm not saying I'm a hoarder with junk everywhere, garbage everywhere. It's more like I have my laundry area, I have my staging area for shop stuff, so I have like all sorts of metal and wood and boxes and it's where I set my camp. It's basically from my room where I go out to the shop, stuff that I want to bring out there, stuff that I want to sit in here and stare at to figure out what I'm going to do with. And then over here I've got my, lizard cage area, so it's organized to me.
Well, it's my wife would tell you, Yamez, you're the average American. That's pretty much the way it is. We all feel like we've got too much crap laying around, too many things going on. We never have enough time to take care of it, and it's just the way life is.
Hmm.
It's all good. I'm the same way. I don't even like people coming into my shop most of the time because there's tools strewn everywhere. I got stuff on the floor from a project, whatever. But it is what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I ain't ashamed of it. Um, you know, but anybody who knows me understands. Good morning, Brett. He wants to
Hey,
stop in
Brett,
and
how
say
are you?
hi. But anyway, the claw hammer. I did have to show it to Jeannie. She was extremely surprised. She was like, "Oh wow, awesome!" It's not even done yet. I had to show it to her early because I wanted to give her a choice of handles. I got the 12-inch and I've got the 14-inch handles here, and so I wanted to give her a choice. She chose the larger handle, but there is the where I got yesterday. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that clearly. Let me try and.
I don't know. I have to put my glasses on.
You know what?
I've lost my glasses. I
Let
have
me
no idea.
let me throw
Let's
up
see.
the. Let me do this because you're watching through the. You're watching. There you go. You're watching through YouTube, right?
Yeah, that
Okay,
is
so
correct.
let me pop that up there so you can see it. Everybody can see it a bit clearer. All right,
Oh, there you go. Look
right?
at you.
Yeah. It still needs to be chiseled out.
Now, what size did you start with there?
Um, 4 inches by roughly 1 inch bar stock of
Where?
4140. Uh,
Okay.
as of right now, this is 1 pound 9 ounces.
Right on.
Um,
Interesting.
don't
And
forget
you
your
did that all
colors.
by yourself?
I did that all by myself.
Did you get hurt at all?
No, I didn't get hurt at
Well,
all.
you're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Tim.
That's awesome. You're welcome, buddy. Anytime I can encourage.
Yeah.
Curtis
Uh,
Lee, good
Island
morning,
Metal
sir.
Forge. Don't forget my colors.
Take care, Brett. We'll see you later. Have a great day. Thanks for dropping by.
Catch back up in the chat here a bit. Why don't you do some... Hey, Ken, what's up? You asking me why I don't do some forging? Yesterday, I was doing a forging live stream, Ken. Every Saturday is my forging live stream, and every Sunday is the Blacksmiths Church live stream. It's where we all get together and chit-chat with each other. So, good morning.
Uniflaw. I like
Welcome.
that. And yes,
Stop
Ben
you.
Toombs, I do need glasses for my glasses. I'm getting so old. It's amazing. I think it has something
So,
to do with staring into the forge and watching the white, hot, melt
oh,
metal while I'm forging out
absolutely.
Damascus.
Absolutely. Yeah, every time I do Damascus, it's like I leave and I'm like, oh, come on.
I
Oh,
know, I know.
even even with
My
my I have the number 5 shade glasses for that.
yeah, my
Um,
kid just gave me a set of goggles yesterday that have like a number 8 or 9, something like that. They're pretty dark, but they work really well. So
James Jones was asking, Tim, how can I get a hold of you? I have some questions about the slide on Scrappy.
James Jones, what you can do. So you can send me emails at bigdogforging@gmail.com. If you go to the YouTube channel under the About, everything's right there. But that's about the only way to get a hold of me. As Yamez can tell you, no one gets my telephone number
Yeah,
because
even me.
yeah, yeah, it's a kind of it's because of my job and the security risks and that sort of thing. So um, anyway, yeah, bigdogforging@gmail.com is the easiest way to get a hold of me at Big Dog Forge. And if you'd like, I'm getting ready to put together a Q&A video. I could include some information if you want to put it in a list and send it to me.
Yeah.
I've got several power hammer videos up on Scrappy, but I can certainly expand on that because he has changed a little bit. I've updated a few things. So
Yeah. Curtis pops in saying, hello. Hello, Curtis. How you been, brother? Um, we got... Tim, are you a member of the American Legion? And are we saying 6 feet apart? No, I'm right here next to Tim. What's up, Tim?
Where are you?
Snuggles, buddy. We're like
Oh my
1,000
goodness.
miles apart.
Yep. We are quite a ways apart.
Well, good morning, Kat. Pour yourself some coffee. Yeah, Tim, are you a member of the American Legion?
I am not. I am not. This is not true because I belong to a couple of them, but you know, any group that would have me as a member, I don't think I'd want to be part of. And no, the only groups that I belong to, the first and foremost is the most important in my life is the Quad Squad, of course, and
Mm-hmm.
the second one is the Northwest Blacksmiths Association. I belong to
Right.
that. And I go to their meetings when I can. They're about 100 miles away from me, so I don't get there every weekend, but I go as often as I can when I'm not doing a YouTube thing.
Right.
So that's the only thing I belong to. Why do you ask? Might I ask? Why do I look like a legionnaire? I don't know.
Yeah. From my beard, I can't get my beard up all that high. I can't tell if Ken Boltman is trolling us, but I'll troll right there with you, buddy. Yep.
You are welcome, James Jones.
Yep.
Remembering all the mail vids, Tim, missing them. Yeah, I haven't been getting much mail since the whole COVID thing happened. I've got one piece of mail that I need to open up, and I just finished up a video. I don't mean to plug things on your channel here, big guy, but I just finished up a video, and I'll be starting one where I open a piece of mail from someone I know that sent it to me from an island.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you might know something about that.
Yeah. Nice. I can't freaking wait.
Yeah,
I love it when I get mail from islands, you know.
Daniel Moss, good morning. How are you,
Oh
sir?
no, I mean, good morning, Daily Moose. How you doing, brother?
He is, yeah, it must be nighttime there. What time is it there? About, I don't know, what, but about 12, probably,
1500?
yeah, probably a little later, 1600, something like that. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I just found out I can't put my smoosh the like button graphic up on this chat. I've been trying to. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can.
Speargrass Force, can't wait to get my island mail. Ha ha. Hey, Speargrass. I just started following you on Instagram, by the way, and I don't think I'm subscribed to you on YouTube, but I will correct that today. Hey,
Right.
B&B, how you doing?
Ken's chatting with us.
So it's 15:30 their time.
Ken, I myself am in currently North Carolina, Outer Banks. Tim is in a secret bunker underneath some mountain somewhere. Okay, like he says, his job is in security, so they keep him when he's not working. They keep him like he had to beg them not to put him in a cryo freezer so that they unfreeze him when they need him to do something, and then they freeze him when he's not doing anything. So they keep him in a secret underground bunker, undisclosed.
I'm actually, that's almost halfway true, but I'm actually in I'm in the shadow of Mount Rainier, if you know where that is. That's in the furthest reaches of the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, I don't think you and I could get much further apart unless you went back down to the Keys. That may put a few more miles between us, but yeah, that's about it.
I've been waiting for somebody to ask where we are so that I could. I've been holding on to that joke for a couple weeks now.
It's pretty close to true, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty close to true.
It's like Tim was saying earlier. It's difficult to get a hold of him. Of all the people in the community, I probably have the most access to Tim, and it's still like sometimes it'll be a couple of hours, sometimes it'll be a couple of days. Most often, it's a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that is true,
But
and I do apologize
hey,
for
it's
that, but it's one of those things.
no hurt feelings. No hurt feelings.
I've
That's
been doing I've been doing my particular job for about 20, 28 years now.
yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those things where there's not a whole bunch of people that do what I do. And when I retire, they're all on their own. I don't care.
Morning, baby.
Gordon Farmer, is that Area 51?
Hey,
no, it's Area 52.
Right. Area 52.
Hey, Yanis,
yes.
I'm going to do something here, and it may change things. My audio, is it okay?
I can currently hear you, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to change microphones real quick. The one I've got is making a popping noise in my ear in my headphones. So if this changes anything, let me know.
I do know that I have a small issue that I'm working on with the stream stuff is I've got a popping audio, like it's skipping on the playback. I don't know if you guys have that or not, but I do know that I do have personal popping issue.
All right. Does that sound any different or any better, any worse to you guys, or is it the same?
To me, it sounds about the same. It's all coming through NDI source for me.
All right, perfect. As long as you can hear me and I can be annoying, that's all I need.
Later, Tommy.
All right.
All right.
Take care, Tommy. We'll see ya. Nooch Leather, good morning. How are you this morning? I haven't said hi to you in quite a while. What are we looking at here as far as numbers go? How many people we got watching right now? We got.
Hey, smoosh that like button. Share this, guys. Share, subscribe. We've got 33 likes of 49 concurrent viewers.
Okay.
We have a chat rate of 12. Yeah.
Thanks, Grayson. I appreciate it. Aaron, thank you. All right.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, Penny? I need to ask Penny how she's doing. I haven't talked to her, seen her, heard about her, anything in a while. I just want to know how Miss Penny is doing. Because I'm going to have to let Ma know that I talked to
her. Is there anybody that we, like, because I'm trying to follow the chat, is there anybody that we haven't said hi to yet? Because, raise your hand and be like, I'm here. To all of you guys who watch without talking, hello and welcome.
So it's one of the things. Hey, Ben just dropped you a $20 super chat.
I just saw that. Thank you very much, Mr. Ben, just for support. So I suppose I'll take that and I'll get some, some rigging and gantry support systems, right? That's what you mean by for support? I'll do it.
There you go. Either that or some kind of truss for your back. I don't know.
Yeah. Give that man a lot of applause, guys. Thank you very much, Ben. I highly appreciate it. Penny.
Cool, Penny.
If Ben and Penny were to get together, it'd be Benny.
There you go.
Penny and the Jets. I'm doing okay. Hopefully we'll upload a video of me cutting and dyeing my hair soon. I thought it was going to be like cutting and dyeing hammer handles.
Hey, could we be the Jets?
Yeah.
Penny and Penny are,
Oh, all right. $10 in from Matthew Hobbs, Aimless Adventures. I'll start. Who's following? Thank you very much, good sir.
Big clappy hands. Big clappy hands for all that.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So for those of you who were in my stream last night, I sang a little clip-it rendition of, after Happy Birthday, I sang a little bit of Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. And that video was demonetized. That live stream was like limited demonetized for copyright. Like I sang well enough that it flagged it as so
That's
like
funny.
I'm an old school crooner here.
You've been validated
Yeah.
because YouTube took your money away. Oh my God, that's funny,
That
Elvis.
is very funny. Thank you very much. Never mind, Ben beat me. Yeah. I appreciate all of the support, especially, as Randy says, especially in these hard times. You know, it, it really makes me, you know, like the Grinch, you know, that heart swells up 5 times its size kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, what's in the upcoming plans, John Mez? What you got on the forge
Thank you,
in
Ken.
near coming videos? What's going on?
I'm actually, and most of today, I'm not going over to work on the power hammer today. And on that, I'll get to that in a minute. I have a series that I'm working on, a series of videos that is aimed directly to the extreme beginners. And by
Oh,
extreme beginners, I mean those who never have or are absolutely like they're building it now, who have never heated steel and hit it.
okay.
First video is going to be is going to show the simplest of forges. Well, the simplest modern forges. It's going to be, it's, hole dug in the ground with a pipe to it, stuck to a vacuum, and boom.
Cool. Very cool.
I recommend a hair dryer, but I had a vacuum. I don't have a hair dryer.
There you go.
And it's going to be, after that, it's going to be discussing different beginner anvils, such as like the sledgehammer handle, or sledgehammer head, which I actually use in the video. Hey, no, hey, Insanity. Hey, Mule Kick.
Very cool. Very cool.
And I just going to discuss
what are you
different
doing?
types, sampling different types of anvils, doing basic, those things that we show, we as YouTubers that do the blacksmithing show in a video, that individual process. I'm going to try and break each one down. So it'll be a short series of videos.
Cool. Very
doing
cool.
all that. Do I have even have hair? Yeah. So just
He
something
keeps
to help
it on
people.
his bandana. He's got a bandana that he puts on his head that looks like hair.
Yeah. I don't have my...
His hair. You don't have your hair bandana?
No, I've got it. It's somewhere. I've got bandanas. I've got it somewhere packed away. I've got one of those dreadlock that has the bandana that's got the dread sewn into it. You do exist, Greeny. Somebody's saying Green Bee doesn't exist. Yeah, Jeff.
Oh, yes.
I actually had you in mind with it as well.
That actually sounds like a pretty cool series. That's I like that idea. That's awesome.
I had the idea a while back, and I kind of passed the buck off to another YouTuber, but he has pretty much stopped making edited videos. So we'll go with, and of course you can search the web and find a dozen videos of how to do a taper, So it's not like I'm putting out anything groundbreaking or brand new. It's just something that I can get together, that I can personally put into a playlist and run with and reference.
Cool.
Yeah. It's
very cool.
It's for those
That's
people
awesome. Actually,
yeah.
Well, the good thing about it is all that's out there, and going and searching YouTube for it is all well and good. You're going to catch some of the older stuff, but mostly you're going to get the mainstream, the modern, the now is what's going to show up on the searches.
Right.
So to put something out that's fresh would be a good idea. Sort of refresh that slate for the new guys coming in. So that's awesome.
It's also a different, it's like, and I'm sure you deal with this too, Tim. And the rest of you who do videos, it's sometimes like, okay, I'm sure, can't speak for anybody that I know, but I'm sure there's people out there who absolutely dislike watching Black Bear Forge, who dislike watching, Alex Steele or Glenn at GS Tongs or whoever, for whatever reason. So it's like, yeah, if you can get a different perspective or a different voice on the matter, so to speak, it could be the same information told in a different way or shown from a different perspective, and that's what helps.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's but yeah, it's a variety. The variety is the spice of life. I've had folks tell me that they watch my videos with no sound because they absolutely cannot stand the sound of my voice, and it's okay. You can't go watch John at Black Bear Forge. He's a great teacher. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think that he's got a lot going on there. Got a lot of really really good videos from the basic stuff to some more advanced. Watch uh, Roy, Christ Centered Ironworks, another one. Um, I've had people tell me how great he is and how much they hate him. And it's amazing how people will pop onto your channel and go, I've looked around and I've seen all these other people, but I really like you, or I'd watch you, but I just can't, I don't like the style of your videos. I've actually had people say that to me. So, and that's fine, but bringing just another spice to the table, you might say, giving people an opportunity to watch something else. Because you definitely have a fan base. You got folks who really like you. So
Yeah.
to offer that up is a good thing. And it's just spreading love, you know what I mean?
Denise, okay, go ahead and pop the link. I'm assuming you're talking about Randy's bayonet waffle for the fundraiser that he's doing. I can get behind that, absolutely. I just haven't had time to do a video on it.
What the heck are you talking about?
Sorry, Denise just made a comment.
I see Denise's post, but no, I understand what you're saying. What's the bayonet thing?
I'm not positive on all the details of it. They've been chatting about it. Randy is doing a bayonet. He restored a bayonet, and he's waffling it off for something to do with the American Legion, I believe, or some a group that he's in.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
I will go check that link out as soon as we're done. It looks like a YouTube video link, obviously.
I do recommend you guys copy that link and check it out. Don't switch over to it, because what will happen is it'll mess up the current analytics. It'll drop the watch time down and all that stuff. So, yeah. Not that yep, I just saw it happen. Like 4 people just clicked that link and left. All right.
It happens.
It's all right.
It
happens. But yeah.
Good morning, Janetta Shears. Good morning. How are you? She just dropped in.
Janetta Shear. Hey, Shire.
Hey,
tell Corey I said hi. Oh, and Roy's ears burning. Any chance one of you could do a video of making half-pin barrel hinges? I was actually looking at attempting some hinges soon, and that is in my video list of ideas. So eventually I will get to that. What's up, Roy? Ken Boltman. I am a disabled veteran who can't walk or stand. Well, I was actually speaking with Roy the other night. He has plans for a Hardy hammer that is kind of designed for just that kind of a situation. So if you check out Roy, he can hook you up there, help you out there. Good morning, John Coffey. Yes, tell Jessica Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, John. How are you, sir? Good to see you, too.
Hey, Shane.
How are you, buddy? How's the fam?
Right.
Trying to catch up on some chat here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm ignoring everyone.
Yeah, we're chatting we're talking so fast. I'm missing chat, and I feel that that's very important in this Sunday morning gathering.
Well, yeah, there are three of us here, you, me, and the chat,
Yes.
which comprises of, the
The
biggest
chat
part.
is
So
bigger than me and you combined.
tell Jess I said Happy Mother's Day, Roy. That's awesome.
Now,
And I hope you gave her breakfast in bed, made toast, eggs, little
orange chicken.
tray.
No.
Yeah, orange chicken, all that good stuff.
Insanity Forge, I swear I've seen some videos on barrel hinges. Um, keep looking. I can't remember who I saw it on, but I know they exist. I believe Black Bear did some barrel hinge videos for a chest that he was working on, I want to say last year.
All right. I'm going to correct you here, young
Okay.
fellow. All right. Well, one, all hinges with a pin are barrel hinges. It depends on how many knuckles they have. You have 5, 3, and 2 knuckle barrel hinges. 2 knuckle barrel hinges were referred to as box hinges. And the reason they were is because you could lift the lid on a crate going onto a ship, slide it sideways, and take the lid off for packing, and then you could slide it back on top of the box and close it.
Okay.
So they're box hinges are what they're referred to. They're just 2 knuckle barrel hinges.
Okay.
And I took my video down on the 2 knuckle barrel hinges I had. It was a very early one and very grainy, very old. You just couldn't see much. So I do not plan on doing another one of those. But if nobody else does, I can take that on. It's a super simple project.
Sure. Yeah, I'll be honest, I know obviously the mechanics of a hinge. I just don't know a lot about them. I know how to make them, but I haven't.
There you go.
So.
Oh, hey, Ting. Ting's got a question here. Is anything over a 5 knuckle considered a piano hinge? And actually, a piano hinge would be considered a continuous hinge, is what it's called. And no, you can get a regular 5 and 6 knuckle barrel hinge. It's anything that spans one end to the other, you could call a piano, or a continuous hinge is a proper terminology in the industrial industry, or the industrial part of things, side of it, the commercial hinge industry. There you go. That's what I meant to say.
How's it going, J-Bo?
Anyway, Ting, happy Mother's Day to you. Say happy Mother's Day to the wife horse. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but I hope that answers your question there, Insanity, about the half-pin barrel hinges. So, yeah. Yeah. Well, as far as what I've been doing, beyond the beginner series that I'm going to be working on, I keep teasing about the power hammer. The past couple weeks it's been pushed back. I also have a new tool that I need to go pick up, but he needs to pull it out of storage. I've already purchased it. It's a oxyacetylene template cutter, and I'm gonna have that in the shop here. I think I got to build a table for it, but I got it for a great deal, so I couldn't pass it up. So what's going to happen with the power hammer is, instead of building it all at Scott's, I'm going to be assembling the smaller elements at Scott's and building it in my shop, so that when it so happens that, hey, I can't have you this weekend or whatever, I can, be building and working on it here and actually set up a good camera system to record parts of the build. It is a paid plan, so I'm not going to show exact how to build. It's more of a, here's what I'm building,
I call those, they're not how to, it's how I do.
Yes, yeah.
Videos.
It's just kind of be a chronicling of the build of it.
That's it. Sorry about the camera movement there.
Dylan, good morning.
Oh, thanks, Roy. Roy says he really likes our setup that we got going here. That's awesome.
Thank you, Roy.
This is Yamez. That's his setup over there.
And that's Roy's. I mean, his setup.
I'm just hanging out because I got not a whole lot to do. And, the wife is still snoozing a little bit. It's Mama's Day, so she gets to stay in bed a little bit. And sure. Thought I'd hang out with Yamez this morning for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally cool for that. How many pound power hammer? It is going to be a 50-pound power hammer. It's not too big, not too small.
2 pounds.
What? Huh?
2 what? 2 pounds, right?
2 pounds. Oh, it's however much lead I can fit in the thing.
That's good.
I think it's designed for a 50-pound. However, I can go bigger because the plans call for a 6-inch by 36-inch round stock anvil, and all I could get was 36 inches of 8-inch round. So that makes a bigger anvil. I could possibly increase the length and the size of the hammer compartment and put in, say, an extra 20 pounds of lead and make it a 70-pound power hammer.
Penny's taking off.
Probably.
I'm going to say goodbye to Penny. Penny, have a great Mama's Day. See you later, girlfriend.
Later,
all
girl.
Love. See ya. Bye.
A few more people popping in. How's it going, Ignis? What is up, Holler? And everybody else that popped in. But yeah, that's going to be a build. Hopefully switching up this way of doing it, I can kind of speed up the process a little bit. He's actually going and picking up the hardware that I need this week, so that Sunday we can start putting it together, like the armatures and such.
Big dog, where is your collar? The wife has it. She keeps it with my leash. She just let me off of it to come and play in the shop. It gets caught in stuff, and I get in trouble. So
that's why he was running late. He says she's in bed, resting and everything, but what it really was he was standing there in the kitchen bouncing around, like ready to go to the shop, and she's like, "Do you want to play with Yamas? Do you want to go play with Yamas? Do you want to go play with Yamas?" And he's like, "Oh!" And she opens the door and he runs out the shop.
She got a little Yamas-shaped stuffed doll, and she throws it for me. Morning, Dwayne. How are you?
Oh, that's just ridiculous. Hey, Dwayne.
I do have a ball and chain.
Have a great day, Ting. Happy Mother's Day.
Take care, Ting. We'll see you around, buddy. Happy Mother's Day.
This is so much fun. I love doing this, I know I'm going to see for Yamas' Forges Addictions, $5. Thank you, Roy.
Yep. I can't believe you're just enabling like that, Roy. Come on.
Right.
Enabling the addiction like that. Come on.
Speaking of Roy, I literally just to bring his, he must have known it, trying to stop me from saying it, but it's not a set schedule, but at some point I was speaking with Roy. He wants to be over here, so one of these days it'll be Roy sitting where Tim's sitting.
And that would be awesome. I would love to see that. I would tune in to see that. And I would definitely be there and watch that. I'd love to see you do guest hosts with maybe Roy, John Switzer,
we would have
Joey Vandersteeg, Daniel Moss.
I mentioned it to him. I mentioned it to Joey, and he seemed receptive. I might be able to set something up with Joey. John, with his schedule being ridiculous, it may be think he's usually busy at this time of the day, but I will see what I can do, and he might be interested. Gordon, three of us, what you're talking there is the group chat thing that the quadcast or the squadcast that we're planning is going to be, and that is on the Quad Squad channel that's in the link in the description. And this is for getting to see Tim's beautiful face. God bless you, brother, and your family. $10 from Christ Ironworks. Thank you.
You too, Roy. God bless you, Roy. Take care, buddy. You give the family a big hug for me and the wife. Miss you guys a lot.
Give these guys a line of applause, because James Jones just sent $5. This is great. This is
James,
great.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Highly
so
appreciate it. Yeah. So as you guys know, for those of you who go, oh, they're just throwing money at people, it's like all the money that goes to these super chats and the donations. Last night I had a couple PayPal super chats where they just send it through PayPal, and that's really neat. All of that goes to things like the Power Hammer build, buying coal, saving money so that I make sure that I can make quad state, things like that. It allows me to keep going and still be able to pay my bills with my paycheck.
Yeah, it is actually running a YouTube channel. If you do it right, you can pretty much break even. Once you start getting into there's a lot of work into it. Once you start getting into community support, I think Roy talked about it in his live stream the other night. I have to be very selective with what coffee that I buy, what toilet paper I buy, that kind of thing, because you kind of tend to give everything away on YouTube, so you end up kind of poor. But
right.
I don't know about you, but all the money that I get from my YouTube thing goes right back into materials, everything from borax to steel to a lot of propane. And, I've recently bought some anthracite, which we're going to try using in a forging thing. I actually fired it up with the anthracite. I'm not too disappointed with that. It actually works quite well. But the point being is that the money that you get in from this really does keep you on the air. Pretty much.
Yeah, it really does.
The only thing that does keep you on the air.
I got another $5 in from Charming Hollow Forge, Hans over there. I want to be on this bandwagon. Bandwagon can have such a negative connotation. Don't feel that you have to, Hans. I love you, brother. People are asking questions. No, not Daniel Moss would be a laugh fest. Yes, it absolutely would. And that's why I would do it, because I am at heart an entertainer. Whereas Quad State, it is in Troy, Ohio. Last few weeks of September. This year, it is the third week of September. And we've got another $20 super chat in from Ken Boltman. Thank you, brother. Give that man a line of applause. Highly appreciate it. I really, and I think I speak for anybody here who does live streams and does YouTube, I really, really, really hope that it doesn't come off as pandering when we talk about the money. All right. It's truly not. I highly appreciate it. Another $5 in for J-Bo for the Baby Sharks. He's paying for me to sing it, guys. He's paying for me to sing it. Hey, Estelle, how you doing?
Hey, sis, I didn't even see you there. Sorry about that.
She just rolled in.
Happy Mother's Day, sis.
Well, yeah, it's I guess I gotta. If I gotta, I gotta. Hammer, shark, that's all I'll do. Okay, just to get it stuck in y'all's heads. Yeah, and the thing about it is I try not to pander. I really try not to make every single video I do an advertisement for my Patreon, Teespring, various other things. I'm talking about the channel memberships. That's not specifically to make me money. I'm not specifically out here to make a buck. I'm out here to connect with you guys and share my journey through this with others. So that's what this is really about. And I appreciate you guys all for everything you guys have done, be it
Yeah,
super chats or just being here and donating your time.
I got to tell you, it's Jim Patterson just sent you another $10, just helping out, and
Thank
that's
you, Jim.
that's community support. That
Yes.
man, you just it is important, but you're right. Even if it weren't coming in, something would still be happening. I know that
Yeah.
yourself, myself, and several others would still be putting together what they could to
Yeah.
get information out and keep the community together. So
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
it's just one of those things, you know. And
But
you start out that way. At least I did. It was just like, here,
yeah.
let's put a video out about this thing because somebody might want to know how to do this, and I'm doing it. And here you go. It's not a how-to; it's a how I do. If it works for you, do it, kind
Well,
of thing.
I
And it kind of grew from there. But
yeah. I slate my. Somebody made the Braveheart meme already. Awesome. Um, I I tag my videos as entertainment unless I'm specifically doing a tutorial of some kind,
right,
because it's not how to in style. It's my videos are designed as Blacksmiths entertainment. It's a here's what I'm up to.
right,
Here's something you can watch and hopefully get inspiration from. Um, and if most of my videos aren't designed for the super beginner smith because I don't do a verbal do this, then this, then this, then this.
mm-hmm,
I've had quite a few people ask me to, and that's kind of why I'm
right,
doing the first fire series.
right, right. Yeah, it's one of those things that and it's the reason that I do voiceovers on my videos. It's because the ones that I don't do voiceovers on, yeah, I'm not teaching you how to do it because it isn't a
C4.
how to, but if I don't do a voiceover, I get, I don't know, 300 emails on why did you do this? How did you do that? What's the next
Sure.
step? So I can really cut down having to answer those questions later in the video if I do the voiceover. And it's because of the crazy crap that I do. I mean, everything from building a surface grinder to a forging press to anything in between.
Right.
And just answering those questions along the way seems to be a little easier than trying to pick it up later on. Get all the
Right.
work done at one time, kind of
Right.
thing.
Well, that's the trouble I have with 1 pound super chat from Gordon Farmer. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you very much. Um, One thing that I have trouble with I will be talking, explaining something and put some important information into, like when I'm turning the crank, and I edit all of that out. So
Yeah,
that's why I don't talk when I'm doing the forging segment, and at the beginning and at the end I discuss a little bit about what I did in between, you know,
right, right,
so that you can focus on what I'm doing. And that goes back to what we were saying before, Tim. You could watch the same video tutorial of how to do something from 5 different YouTubers and get a different perspective on each one.
yep, yep. And it's I still go back to the same old thing, and I think just about any your blacksmith with any kind of experience will tell you this. If you ask 5 different blacksmiths the answer, a solution to a problem, you're going to get 5 different answers,
Right.
and they're all going to be just variances of the same thing, but different approaches, and that's what it's all about. Being able to catalog all those different approaches and put those in your toolbox for use later. It's
Right.
I think that's what gives you that experience eventually. You just have enough in your toolbox that you can draw off that. So it's important to get different perspectives from a lot of different folks.
Right. Absolutely. Um, Let me see. Corey Shire just popped in. Hello, Corey. Um, I saw a question here. I'm not quite sure where it was. Um,
Hey
maybe
Corey, how
I'm
you doing?
imagining it. Maybe I'm imagining it. um, Hans. Take Hans, for example. Hans is, he says, I'm far too serious for YouTube, not entertaining enough. Honestly, Hans, you would put a very distinct perspective, because you're an excellent smith, you know, and you do excellent work, and you would put, nobody has to be the big, bubbly, jumpy, hey, that I am, because if everybody was, then it's the same old, you know?
Yep. And I got to be honest with you, I like watching Hans videos.
Yeah.
They have some good information in them. They're well presented. I mean, it's just watching someone with a little bit of ability do something is entertainment enough for me. But you know, that's me.
Yeah, it's
I think
blacksmithing entertainment. Show it to
it is.
anybody else out there, and they'd be like, all right. But show it to a blacksmith
Right.
who knows what he's watching, and they'll be like, wow. You know?
Yeah.
Like, our videos are not going to get the billions of views that, like, a YouTuber chatting about, you know, what's the hot gossip in, you know, the world of the Kardashian, you know, space race thing.
Exactly.
Whatever's going on.
Exactly.
That's not what we do. That's not our audience. Our audience is people who will be entertained by red hot steel. Thank you for the $5, Jeff Ren. Yes, that first fire series I will be putting it out like Monday night, and then hopefully another one Wednesday night. You know, so yeah, that's my plan this week. What you were gonna say?
No, I'm agreeing with Drayson's Forge here. You can watch a smith and you can see what's flowing from their head and their heart out onto the steel. And it may be an intense thing. They may be smiling, they may be grimacing, but you can see that flow of creativity coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I enjoy about blacksmithing. It's just that thing. And someone else, I can't seem to find it right now, mentioned Mark Osprey. Mark Osprey's videos, he's been putting out a few lately. I love his videos. They're very short, very direct to the point. They have a lot of information in them, and they're just pure blacksmithing.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like the pinnacle. That's the perfect thing. There's no distraction for me. I can learn more from that than pretty much anybody else. Yeah. I love Mark Osprey's videos.
That's why I've had a few people tell me that you know, things that I've done have taught them a lot, and it's like, well, that's awesome. That's not my ultimate goal is to entertain and to inspire. If you learn something from me, kudos.
See you, Old Wolf. Old Wolf's taking off. I didn't mean to interrupt you there, yeah, man. But all right. I wanted to say goodbye to Old Wolf. He's been a great supporter of mine for many, many years. Awesome, awesome guy. Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Old Wolf is good. He's a good guy. Ken Butman, Bug Dog, do you have a problem burning your beard? We all have problems burning our beards.
I burnt this side of mine off I don't know how many times. It's a little bit shorter than the other side every day. Actually, I think it's this side. I don't know. Yeah, this side, you can tell. One side's a little shorter because that's the side the forge is on. Yeah. Anyway, that's, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to say, all right, guys, Mark Newsom, hey, how's it going? Missed a lot of the show today. Yes, I was just going to say, we're 3 minutes over. However, I'm going to give you guys just a quick chance. If it's okay with you, Tim, 5 more minutes. Any quick questions you guys got or anything you guys want to let us know, we'll get to it, and then we're going to, you know, call it a day. Unless you got nothing else to do and you want to sit and chat.
I think that the missus would probably take my dog toy away,
sure.
And I wouldn't get off the leash for a while. So yeah, no,
yeah, just we'll give it a couple more minutes and probably address the chat.
Yeah, I've got a few minutes, and we'll talk to these folks, and then we'll get after that. So yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm good.
Let me get rid of the words there. All right, I learned a lot from YouTube, Roy and Yamas. I think I've learned a lot from them. Thank you. All right. I have a great day. Enjoy Mother's. Off to bed anyways. All right. Coming from 1,400 vids of experience, here is my opinion that you will never make everyone happy with the style of your videos. Just make, publish, repeat. Those like and those who don't. Absolutely, Roy. Like I said, if we all put out the same video, we'll all, something will happen with somebody.
You know what, Yamas? That feller Roy is smarter than he looks.
I don't know about that. He looks pretty smart. No. But hold on. That was
Love you,
supposed
Roy.
to be a joking
Too,
diss,
buddy.
but turned into a compliment that sounded like I was joking. Okay, switch those around. Take care, Am.
Oh, that's what happens on live TV, buddy.
Right.
Oh, it
Took
took
it.
forever to make that comment. I
I'll
know.
bet.
Why I don't comment a lot. I don't know.
Props.
Anyway,
sorry, Hans. I'm so sorry. Charming Hello Forge. Hans has a question that he asked Roy in his live stream.
what's that?
Props to original maker or a copycat project or no? Your thoughts, please. And what he means by that is if you make something that, like, if you copy a project from somebody else, right?
Yes. Okay.
To attempt it and do a video or post pictures of it,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't give props to the person who showed you that technique, in your opinion, is that all right, or not?
Well, all right, let me touch on a couple of things here. I'm going to take a couple of minutes. I know we're about 5 minutes over our normal time, but this is something that's near and dear to my heart and very important to me. And the reason it is because this has happened to me several times. I made a Damascus ice pick in the form of Jimmy DiResta, the type of ice pick that he makes. And it was a knockoff. I think I ended up giving it to Uncle Buck's Forge when I was in Troy, Ohio. Anyway, I asked Jimmy if I could do that before I did it. And then when I was doing it, I explained what I was doing and why I was doing it. So, yes, when it's something that's that personal and that close to someone and you're doing a direct copy of something, yes, I believe that you need to give props. You need to explain where it came from, what your inspiration is. So, on the other hand, I've had folks take something that I've done a week later, do exactly the same thing. They're a much larger YouTuber, and they'll get a bunch of likes and blah blah blah, whatever. They'll get new subscribers, and my video has done maybe 2,500 views and theirs has done 25,000 views on exactly the same subject, and they'll do it 1 week after mine and not say a word about my video.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't see it.
That,
Maybe they didn't get any inspiration from it. Maybe they had their own thought, so I can't assume that they did anything. But my point here is I always give props. Doesn't matter if I've seen someone's video and I'm doing something that they've recently done and they have inspired me. I will talk about their inspiration to me. I will talk about what they've done. I will tell people they've done a video and go look at it. It was inspirational to me. Perhaps it'll be inspirational to you. And this is my take on that project. I actually did this once to Torbjorn Amon, and he made a spring fuller. I saw it and decided to make one. I did a video of it, and through that video, somehow I forgot to give him props. He didn't say anything. I realized it in the next video, and I spoke up and said, hey, you know what? I forgot to do this. This is where that came from. I tried to make it right. I don't know if I did or not, but I tried to. It's kind of close to me because here's the thing. I asked you earlier what size metal you started with when you started your claw hammer. I asked that because I'm going to do a claw hammer. Now, whether I video it or not, or if I'm just going to play with it, it doesn't matter. The fact is that I need to tell people I was inspired by Yamas at Island Metal Forge.
No, you don't. Now here's the
thing. Well, I don't have to.
Well,
I don't have to.
Here's where my opinion is. Okay, for example, if I make if I take Roy's sign bracket and I make a dang near exact replica of it, you know, because I love design so much, that's where I would say this was, I'm copying Roy's sign bracket.
Okay.
And if I do it, change just a little bit, I'm like, I got inspired by Roy to do this. Now, just because one YouTuber releases a video on a simple, everyday kind of a project does not mean, like you say, you were planning on doing it anyway, right?
Right.
Like, I just happened to do it during a live stream because something to do. You were planning on doing it anyway. You don't necessarily have to say, because that'd be like saying, you know, one YouTuber did a rail spike, you know, in a video, and then another YouTuber did a rail spike, you know, a week later. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, it could be completely arbitrary, you know.
Right,
Spike, you know.
But there is a difference here. So everybody in the world makes a rail spike knife, right? I'm going to go make a rail spike knife. I could make a list of people that inspired me to make a rail spike knife.
Right.
Of course, I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to worry about that. I don't make hammers. You make hammers. Bob, you makes hammers. Ting makes hammers. You know, everybody makes hammers. Daniel Moss makes hammers. I don't make hammers. So if I'm inspired to make a hammer by you, and I hadn't planned on making this hammer before, not until I just saw that you hold that thing up this morning.
Okay.
And I looked at that and went, wow, that looks like something fun to do. So I asked you the size of the material. You were the inspiration. So to me,
and that's
that inspiration from you needs to be passed along.
Yes.
Now, if I had already planned on making a hammer, a claw hammer, and I had not seen anybody do it, and you did one, I might say something like, hey, I did that. I might mention you in a video, you know, because I'll watch your video of how you did yours.
Yeah.
To get a little bit of, background and see where you tripped up, see what issues you had and problems you had before I jump into it. But yeah, I don't make hammers. So when I saw that, and now when I do that, if I make a video of it, sure, I'll step up and go, hey, this was inspired by. And the reason I'm doing that is simply because it's true.
Yeah, okay. And there you go. That's the rub of it. And Hans, I think that's, you know, without going into, you know, the various thousands of other opinions, first off, let me say, welcome Sam, Jared, and Mr. Pekka. We are wrapping up here. This is our final thoughts. But
getting to be the best part.
Yeah.
Sorry about the camera thing.
To give a good kind of a solid thing on that, you know, it's entirely situational, okay? Like I said, if it's a project that's just kind of, I don't want to call the project generic, but you know, a hammer is a hammer is a hammer, and the different styles are different styles, you know. But if you make something that is common, you don't necessarily you know, unless, as him said, he wasn't planning on making it, but he saw it, liked it, and got the inspiration to give it a shot. That's where that is. Like, if Tim were to release, you know, on Friday a video of a claw hammer and not mention me, I wouldn't be hurt because it's a claw hammer, you know. I will say, Tim, before we do end this, the reason this is more of a small framing hammer style designed for popping. It's going to be designed for popping electrical staples out. So it's made for, you know, working in a crawl space, hammering in between joist bays and such. So it doesn't have that sharp curve that a claw hammer has, you know.
Right. It's, you know, shaped a little different. It's a tool made for what it does.
Mm-hmm. Sure. So there's that. If you're going to do like the traditional claw hammer, you might want to have get the mandrel out and get a nice curve on it.
I've got 50 claw hammers hanging around my shop, and before I do anything, I'm that guy who will do it. Like 6 days worth of research on shapes of claws and faces, before I even step into it. So
Right.
it's,
I'm the opposite. I
anyway.
just put the metal in the fire and see what it comes out.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's
Uh,
it's kind of weird. I'm just a weirdo, but
no,
that's the way it
your
is.
way is what works for you. Um, I may at least take a picture and look at a picture. I may watch a video. He means, okay, after all of that, he means pet projects, like unique things. That we did touch on that, Hans. Um, it's it's really more, yeah, if somebody directly copies one of your pet projects and you know it's a copy, like, because again, that goes into nothing new under the sun. Um, but if it's a direct copy and they don't acknowledge you, that's kind of a kick in the pants. But legitimately, unless you trademark it, there's not much you can do except be sore about
Yeah.
it. Except be
Yeah,
sore about
and the thing is that you can call someone out, but I like Ignis Ignis Metalworks said it best a little earlier. If you're going to call somebody out, do it in a direct message or behind the scenes, and talk to them a little bit and find out what their thoughts and that kind of thing are, because to automatically assume that somebody just ripped you off is not the greatest thing. But on the other hand, it happens and folks are just hoping you're one of those people that doesn't say anything. So, but before you jump into the public with a whole bunch of comments and stuff, it's best to communicate with folks. But yes, I'm reading a thing here for by Hans, like the headdress, for example, not a hammer or a sign bracket, blacksmithing, and it's been done. Yeah, if you see somebody doing exactly that, I've never seen anybody do that particular thing. And if somebody put out a video going, hey, I thought this up. I made this Native American headdress and it's unique and I'm awesome and blah blah blah. Well, you know what? As a viewer and someone who knows what your work is, I would step in and go, "You're not the first, buddy. You should check out Hans. He's got blah blah blah," and I'd throw your name around left and right,
it.
simply because it's the right thing to do. But and perhaps the guy never saw your video. Perhaps he doesn't even know who you are, and he had an original thought.
Yeah,
But so, it's always best to engage and find out rather than, just automatically
yeah.
assume.
And as Tim said, to touch on that real quick, man, we're really going on with this. um,
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
I totally understand, Hans. I totally understand. It's not. It seems. I don't know why it keeps shrinking, Tim. I'm fighting it here.
It's
It's
okay. You can shrink me if you want. I'm the incredible shrinking Tim. Oh, there I
um,
go.
but it's also, you can't be on everybody. It's also up to kind of the community that follows you to be like, hey, I've seen that before. Check this out. And like happened with my dragon twist. I released a dragon twist video a long time ago, and I got maybe 600 views on it. Well then nine.
Have you seen the million view video on it by the
Yeah, I
other
have.
guy?
Yeah, 9 months
Yeah.
later, somebody did the exact same video. Well, I say the exact same. It's got cruddy audio, um, basic camera work, and it's his only video. He like started his channel to release that video, and within a week, it had a million 1.5 million views, and he had 10,000 subscribers and was monetized within a week. Okay? And he hasn't released a video since. My video got maybe 6,000 views from that. But it's like, it was dang near a direct copy. And I spoke with him, and he had no idea. He didn't see my video. He didn't know it was a technique that he learned from another smith who, used it in sculptural stuff. And I said doing mine, I'm like, I don't know if this exists. I've never seen it before. And there you go. But yeah, it's ultimately, that I kind of went off publicly about it, and the guy contacted me, and he's like, man, I don't know why you're attacking me. I'm like, I wasn't really attacking, but and we had a discussion about it, and it was like, yeah, I'll shut up. you know
Yeah, I get
but
it. I get it. It's one of those things, but it is a good question, Hans, and really what it comes down to is the integrity of the individual who has either inadvertently copied you and not knowing it and stepping up and saying, you know what, I didn't know, I'm sorry, I'll put out a statement or something, or just someone who's just malicious and wants to ride around on the coattails of those that have talent, which
yeah.
is sucky, but there are those people out there in the world. And, you know, I don't know, this must have happened to someone recently. I do not, this is my problem, and I'm going to apologize to everybody about it. I don't have my nose deep enough into the community to know what's going on with everyone.
Hmm.
Not like Yamez. Yamez kind of keeps me informed about what's going on in the community a little bit.
I try.
And I'm not, yeah, when we can get together and talk. But um, it's whatever's going on out there. I am sorry for it. I wish that these kinds of things didn't happen, but it's all about communication, is what it's about.
Hmm.
And if there is somebody out there that's just blatantly ripping people off, what comes around goes around. Eventually, the community will recognize them and call them out on it. It's just one of those things. So
Yeah,
that's
don't worry.
all I can say is yes, it is a good topic for discussion, though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that could be a show in and of itself. Um,
Yeah.
you know, um, but yeah, no, you're not coming off as a butthole. It's a concern of yours. So it's like, as a community gathering place, this is a safe place to discuss stuff like that. So, yeah. Um, on that, I've kept Tim 20 minutes over time.
You know what? But she who must be obeyed has not come and yelled at me yet, so I'm good so far.
You're safe, unless you're
I'm
standing in the
safe.
kitchen with a hammer going, mm-hmm, as soon as he
No, all the
walks through
hammers
that
are in the
door.
shop.
But yeah, thank you, Hans, for the question. I think that was an excellent discussion there. Uh, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that, Tim, thank you for being here, as always.
You bet,
Any
my friend.
last, any final, we're not going to take any more comments. Any final thoughts or words to the community in general?
The only thing that I would ask is I do have. Can I do a little plug on myself here? Just a little one.
Absolutely.
Okay. I do have a video coming out here in a few minutes. Check it out if you'd like to. It's again more of the rusty Damascus thing. I'm grabbing a few more words from this document, and I'll be publishing or they're putting a link to that document in the bottom of that video, and it'll be coming out here in just a couple of minutes. So if you wouldn't mind checking that out, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I
And
actually, I
go
have to
ahead.
work on editing my Damascus video.
There you go.
But
Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for everything. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. And yeah, if you want me here again, Yamaz, get a hold of me, send me a DM, something, and send me an
absolutely.
email, whatever. And more than happy to show up when I can.
Yeah.
Life is pretty relaxed at the moment because of everything that's going on. I got most of my work done, so
I think,
if you need me back or want me back, give me a call. And if you're going to have somebody else on the show, send me an
yeah.
email so I'll make sure I can catch it. All
I
right.
think, I think any Sunday that you would like, uh, you let me know. And if I have somebody booked, I'll let you know when I book them. Um, so you would be my primary guest.
So,
Um,
what does the chat think? Tell me what the chat thinks. Chat, do you like to have me here? Would you like to see me here again,
yes.
or is
Community,
this
what do you
getting
guys
old
think?
for you? because
Yeah.
chat's the important part. Community is the
Yes.
important part. You know what I mean?
Official. Do you guys like this format of me and Tim running Sundays? With the occasional guest and the occasional time where Tim isn't able to, and I just do it solo. Yep. I think that's pretty resounding.
Okay, so all right, I'm good with that. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to get myself some earbuds because these things get a
Yeah,
little cumbersome, and
I have this.
um,
Yeah.
more Tim and Yami show. You guys are awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, you will see me back here again after this. Yamaz and I will talk about whether or not I can be here next week, and I'll let him know. And we'll see you guys soon. I love you all very, very much.
All
Thank you
right.
for being who you are, what you are, and taking care of this community. You guys are the heart and soul of this. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll see you next time. All right, guys.
Appreciate it.
It's all over to you, Yamas.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you guys all for coming. Thank you all for the super chats. Highly appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. The whole freaking community, you guys are fantastic. So, love you guys. I will see you in videos throughout the week and next Saturday for Forging with Yamez. Yep. Hearts and health, everybody. Tim, hearts and health, thank you for coming.
Bet you, brother.
I'm going to click end.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.